G'day. This is very impromptu. I'm in the middle of work. I'm in between clients at the moment, and I just wanted to do a quick live poll. I've created another channel for my counselling pages. I've just started up a counselling page for religious trauma counselling. So it's connected to my Angel by My Side counselling anyway, because I counsel anyway. But it's sort of going kind of more veering off into a niche. Um, and but so I was on here creating that channel, which I can't use until next tomorrow because it takes 24 hours to get approved or whatever, or sort of set up. That's fine. So I thought I want to do something now because I've got a little. I'm in between clients, so I may as well, and I need to go for a walk as well. That's on my list to do in a minute. But I wanted to do the card pull for the person that PM me. They wanted a card pull because I said to you last time, if you have any questions, I can do a reading on you. Just a quick reading. This is going to be good. Well, it's going to be. I say it's going to be quick, but you know me. I'll go for half an hour. But it's just going to be a quick layout. And this person, we'll call him BC, right? Excuse me. And so BC male wanted to know about his relationship status. So what I would say to you here is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Okay. And they are telling me a story. So you've got the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords reversed. Both of them are reversed, right? So this is depression, heartbreak, sadness, loss, grief. But they're reversed, which means the healing is almost over. So it's almost complete. This person and I have interacted before, so I know his past. So this is, I think, in relation to something that he will understand. The grieving is over. Okay. 2 of Coins reversed, which means you need to make a decision. I feel like there's going to be 2 options around you, and so this is just sort of suggesting to you. By saying that you'll make a decision between one or the other. So I would say to you that there's going to be 2 options. And if there's someone around you now, it could be them and it could be someone else coming in. So it just depends on what you want in your life and what's available to you. But making a decision. I feel like I think at the moment you've been a bit indecisive and there's a sense of not sure where your life's going. I think it's your life direction more than relationship direction that's been in question. But the relationship it's almost like a ride or die kind of person you want by your side, and I think you're searching for that, and you're not sure. You think you know what it looks like, but you're not sure. So there's a sense of the indecisiveness does not indicate your personality as being indecisive. You're not that as such. This is not a judgment of your personality type. This is just more along the lines of this is where you're at right now because of what you've gone through and what you've come out of. There is that element of uncertainty because what you thought was it, and now there's this sense of what does it look like for me? And so this is probably why you're asking me, isn't it really? So, but they're just saying here there's 2 options and a decision. You'll be able to narrow it down. Okay. Ace of Coins. Now, I'm not sure. This is usually because aces are beginnings, aren't they? And the Ace of Coins is usually like a new job, new career. Maybe sometimes it comes out to do with buying a new home, purchases, that kind of stuff. New beginnings. Aces are the beginning, aren't they? Because they're number 1. But it's reversed, which is kind of almost saying to me what you want is coming, but it's not right now. And it's an investment. You want to invest. You're not someone who's a fly-by-night type of person. You're someone who likes to invest and go dive deep. And this could be relationship-wise, because the question was relationship-wise. But it also could be financial and career-orientated and purpose, what your purpose might be. Then there's a Queen of Swords. So there's a Queen of Swords, I would say, coming in for you if she's not there already. She's a Libra, an Aquarian, or Gemini, very much in her head, very sort of intellectual, a warrior queen, strong, clear. On some level, she might be a bit dispassionate. What I mean by that is that she might not be led by her emotions. She might be very cognitive, very logical. So she's not in her emotions. That doesn't mean she can't be emotional. It doesn't mean she doesn't have access to empathy and kindness. It's just that she can be very much in her head. So if you are with this woman and you find her a bit frustrated because she's not letting you in, it's because she's very clearly got boundaries and she's very much very clear. I feel she's around you now. So either you know her or she's coming in. really close. So she's a Queen of Swords, air sign, aloof. They're natural leaders. They go into battle. Being an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, she could be very um, like in a logical mind, if that makes sense. So she's someone that sees the world through logical lenses, and she won't tolerate any shit. But I do sense a softness to her, kindness to her, and I do think there's an element of it's an approach of getting adjusted to her and how. Um, if you're an emotional type, or if you're someone who loves to be cuddly and snuggly, she may take a while to warm up until she is like that. So don't be put off by her when you first interact with her. So, but she's coming in really soon. Um, judgment. Sorry, judgment card. Now, in relationships, for freak's sake. Sorry, I'm trying to understand where the camera is. There we go. Okay. Sorry, it's back to front. Oh, jeez. I'm blonde. Well, I used to be blonde. um, the judgment card is the karma card. But when it comes out in relationships, it usually talks about karmic relationships. It can also be the reward card. So the relationship is coming in for you is karmically ordained, but it's also your reward relationship. And so, there's a sense of you feeling like, is it possible again to have that again? Yes, it is. And I do feel that you'll have this. So there's a sense of it being divinely ordained what you're going to go into. The strength card. Now, this is about knowing that you have the strength. It's also, on some level, soothing the beast because she's got the lion and patting it. And I think this card came out in the last reading, and it's the same kind of feel. That sense of gentleness wins the game here with the beast like that. So, but the strength card is strength. It's saying that it's an 8 card too. I think from memory, is it 8? Yes, 8. So 8 is infinity. So it's that, and you can see the infinity sign above our head. So there's an element of cycles, karmic cycles, soul group cycles, reincarnating time and time again to be together. So this is sort of tying in with the judgment card. So I would say to you that whatever it is, it'll feel like you've met them before. Okay. The last card that fell out, because my cards fall out, is the Lover's card. So there is love coming in for you. If it isn't there already, it is coming in for you. And it's a love connection, a true, kind, gentle, soft love connection. Queen of Swords, you got to, like with the strength card, you got to stroke the beast a little bit until she lets her guard down. But the Lover's card saying here, love isn't on the cards for you, definitely. I think it's time, especially with the 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords reversed there. So I just had to look up because the cats are fighting. No, they're not. They're separated. Okay. They've been on it all morning. The cats are bickering and it's driving me mad. I threw a cushion at them earlier because I'm working. The only thing I can do, I can't do anything. They just ignore me when I yell at them because I'm working and I can't throw a cushion at them. It's the only thing that can get them to stop because Salem is 9 kilos and Luna's less than 3. And he can do a lot of damage, so I have to do something to stop them. Otherwise, and he won't stop. He just goes like that to me, and he does what he wants. So I just thought when I looked up just then, I thought, oh my God, are they fighting again? But she isn't. He's on the windowsill. She's over there. I love my animals. I really love my animals, but I have to be a mama bear with them. Otherwise, they have to obey me because I'm running a household here. I love them. But so, yeah, so BC, this is love is definitely on the cards for you. So I wouldn't look too hard for it because I feel like it's kind of a feeling more than what you see to believe, if that makes sense. So whatever you're feeling, listen to the truth of that. But make sure that it's not a void that you're feeling, that it's a true connection. And also, because I feel like you're a giver and you give and give and you have a huge heart. But there's this element of also you needing to learn through this process to also give back to yourself. So, and that way you can be balanced in what you're in, whatever that might be that's coming in for you. I hope that helped, BC. Yeah, I think that's it. My usual babble. I don't know what I'm talking about today. Like I said, I didn't plan to do this. Excuse me. Because I'm in between clients and I have 3 slots on a Tuesday and a Thursday morning with WA time. And I've done one client today. I've got 2 more. This one that I'm in the middle of it now, the there was no one there for, and then they've got another one after this one that I don't know, and because I'm on urgent phone, I'm on standby, so it can be put through any minute now, and I'd have to just be on the ready. So I sit here and crochet in between, or read. I've got books up to my armpits in books reading, because I am, like I said, I'm trying to upskill, um, because of my experiences, my lived experience of being amongst, um, what do they call them? What's the name from? High control group. Not because I'm part of it. I just landed in the middle of it, and my observations I observed them as a clinician, from the outside looking in, and so my experience of religious trauma, even though I'm not traumatized, but at least, my experience of it is there because I've seen it, and uh, what went on. So it's helped me go towards it and embrace it and go, okay, maybe that's what him upstairs wants me to do, is help people, because I have a lived experience of understanding how these groups work. And not, I don't know enough, but I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm learning. I've had an insight, let me put it that way. And as a counselor, I'm just always focused on my work, and I'm always, and a naturopath as well, because naturopathy comes into it, because it's tied in, they're both connected. It's a holistic way of helping someone. So I started up the page, the religious trauma counselor, the religious trauma therapist is what it's called, and the YouTube channel is for both my angel by my side and my religious trauma therapist. Oh, my tongue twisting today. I've got two pages. Well, I've got many pages, but I've got two pages. I've got the angel by my side counselling page, and I've got the religious trauma counselling, the religious trauma therapist page as well. So I'm doing a YouTube for this, for my psychic mediumship page, and I'm doing another one for both my counselling pages, which is the religious trauma therapist page and the angel by my side counselling page. And so I can flick between the two for those, if that makes sense. Not the psychic stuff, because obviously you don't want to scare anyone away, but it's that sense of, I can use the YouTube for both counselling pages intermittently, depending on what the topic is. And I'm on here doing that in my in-between time, in between clients. And so I thought I may as well just do my card pull for BC, because I promised him, and have a waffle. But and I was going to say to you, any baby witches or baby psychics out there, please, like I said this before, I see it so much in my own life and what I do, and how long a way I've come. This is 30 years of experience. Actually, I'm nearly 59. I'm at the end of this month, I'm 59. I'm a Leo. Hello. On 30th of July is my birthday. So I turned 59. I can't believe it. The reason why I'm saying this is because this is 30 years of self-directed experience, knowledge, and wisdom. But it's really 59 years of experience, because I've been psychic all my life, as a lot of us are. We've all got the gift. It's just some of us is closer to the surface, if that makes sense. So where am I going with this? So what I'm saying is, I'm still analyzing all the time, going, look at my son. I'm thinking, because I know he's got the gift. He's actually told me, but he's not interested at the moment, because he's in the physical realm. He's doing physical stuff. He's a refrigeration mechanic. He's up to his pits in air conditioning and refrigeration units. So he's very much in the practical world at the moment, and I don't push my stuff on him anyway, because if he wants it, he can come to me. It's his journey. But I'm just thinking, if he were to come to me, or if I had a daughter or another son or something, if they came to me and I put them under my wing and taught them, it would be 30 years of training. Because you don't, but I would say to you, baby witches and baby psychics, please, 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 please read all psychic protection books. Watch and keenly watch somatically all your emotions, feelings, and sensations when you're doing your spiritual work, to suss out what is not good and what is good. Learn to refine that bullshit meter, because the dark is mischievous. You have to hold power with it and not show any fear to it. And you can tell it. In my case, because I'm a Christian witch, it has to do as it's told, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth and the one true God of all that's good, because I belong and I am a child of the one true God of all that's good. And they must obey that true God. And, but the point I'm making is, when you're saying that, you have to believe it. And I grids around the house. I've got crystals in each corner. I'm going to have to renew them as well. I'll keep doing them every now and then. I've created holy water, which I spray around. You can Google that. You need spring water, mineral water, spring water, sorry, or purified water or something. I can't remember what's made, and like sea salt or something, real salt, not the table salt. And then you do prayers over it and exorcisms, prayers and stuff like that. So, but it's handy to have because you can spray the room and it lightens the room. Surrounding the property you're on, surrounding yourself, surrounding your loved ones with white gold light orbs. Grounding yourself. I've said this before. I'm repeating myself. Grounding yourself. Imagine you're an oak tree, and you're putting roots into the ground. Try to avoid the analogy of grounding yourself by imagining a cord between you and the center of the earth, because that actually can heat you up. You might start finding yourself overheating. You don't know why. It's because you've actually imagined yourself connected to the core of the earth. I've done that one the hard way. If you do have, sorry, when I talk, I affect my lungs. I've got 2 lung conditions. If you do imagine a ball of mirror around you, you've got to be careful. And I've done this one before. When you send back what is sent to you, if it's psychic attack, it might intensify the attack. So you can say, I do not agree to any contracts. I call back what is mine. I send away what isn't belonging to me, that kind of thing, and words to that effect. Because whatever is maybe attacking you, and I'm talking about psychic attack here, and people might have things done to them. Psychic attack is not just intentional; it can be unintentional. There's many books on this subject. And unintentional, you can think, excuse me, you can think of ill of someone, and you may not realize it, but they might be picking up on it. Please forgive me, my original custodian friends, if you're watching this, Renee, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I forgive me. I'm not trying to be arrogant here, but you do hear of stories of the local Indigenous people, the original custodians of this country. I'm in the Whadjuk Noongar territory. I respect all elders, past, present, and upcoming. This is obviously hearsay, so forgive me and correct me if I'm wrong. That there's that theory that they're in certain cultures they can sing you to death. I don't know if that's true or not. It's what you read, and I'm a white colonial person, so I know what do I know. But it's what I'm talking about. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's that kind of thing where we are connected spiritually. Even people who deny that we're connected, we are connected. There is a reality to spiritual existence outside of us. And we are connected. We are more than the physical. This is a meat suit that we're in. So there's possibility that if you think of someone a certain way, you can sing them, if that makes sense, or you can affect them. So sorry. Like I said, when I start talking, it just dislodges. I have asthma and I have bronchiectasis, which is the damaged lung. And it's probably due to being in a car. My parents used to be heavy smokers. I was never a smoker. Can't stand it. And back in the 70s, when you're little, they would smoke in the car with the windows up, and they wouldn't let you wind the window down. No, it's cold. But that's what my GP seems to think might have caused damaged lung, because he says I've had it for a long time, possibly. So, and then obviously in the 80s, going to nightclubs, I was a nightclubber, and we're smoking in the clubs then, so that would cause some damage, and that's what he thinks it might have been. There are other causes for bronchiectasis, but it's only the lower left lung. Most of my lung is okay, but it's asthma, touch wood, but asthma, which is genetic. So when I cough, I'm so sorry. It's just because things are sort of moving because I'm talking. So like I said, I'm stressing with you guys, baby witches and baby psychics, really have a good sense of yourself. Try not to overshare too much with people, not just clients, but with colleagues. Retain a sense of grace and containment of your gift and ability, humbleness, and not feeling like you need to prove yourself. Have self-worth, self-confidence, because you don't want to give your energy away. When you're a reader, you just automatically just want to love and help people, so you give a lot of your energy away. And so you've got to be mindful of containing that, because you can burn out. People often used to say to me, you must be so exhausted. After I do a day at work at the shop, I do like 6 to 8 clients, sometimes 10, 12 clients. Same with the psychic lines, because we were just hammered easily. And I must be tiring. No, psychic work isn't tiring. It energizes me. Well, me, I can't speak for someone else. It's the counseling side of psychic work that can be tiring if you've got someone who gets a bit dependent to you on you, who tries to control the reading. And I'm not being negative here. I'm just saying this is a reality. 95% of the time readings are brilliant, they're enjoyable, but you do get people who come in who want to take some more from you than, or try to tell you how to do your job. And I have had to fire clients that come in and try and tell me how to do my job, and they're rude to me, and I say, no, you're going. And it took me a while to learn to do that, because people think that they're paying for you, they can tell you what to do, and that's not how it works. I have been a consumer of readers, so I know why they do what they do. I understand that feeling, but you need to approach it in a different way. I'm not meaning to turn this into an admonishment video. I'm not meaning that. I'm talking to the baby witches and baby psychics of knowing your worth, knowing your boundaries and values and boundaries, and keep your boundaries, and don't overshare of yourself to others. Like, breathe. If you are promoting yourself, you have to share something, but keep it professional, because says she, I'm out in the open. What you see is what you get with me, and I vomit all my life out on you. I know I do, but I'm not promoting myself as a reader. Those days are gone. So this is just for me to share with you. So I'm not, and I am very blunt and open, and I'm ballsy enough to say it. You see, but so I'm not doing this for promotion, and so it doesn't matter to me. But if I was in business again, and when I used to have other pages and that, I was a little bit more measured, and I would gave a little less. But it's been a learning curve for me, and I've learned what I know now. If I knew then what I know now, I would have done it better. You know what I mean? So I've learned now. So I'm in a better space now. And I know my worth. But before then, I was an oversharer, and so I've learned the hard way. So I'm just saying, learn from my mistakes is what I'm saying. Which is what my dad used to say, learn from my mistakes, which meant he was still going to do what he's going to do. And I just had to do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing. But, you know, but I'm only saying it because I know what it's like to be burnt out. I know what it's like to be attacked. I know what it's like to be mocked. I know what it's like to be disrespected as a psychic and a medium and a witch. So it's definitely, I think, I do watch a lot of influencers on Instagram who are psychics, new up and coming youngies that are doing it with tattoos and whatever. I've got tattoos as well, but that's besides the point. But some of them have hair tattooed and what have you, and they're a bit more sort of, the earring piercings and what have you. And there's some good ones, and there's some that are kind of, keen to do. And there's a lot of good ones actually. And you get the older ones who are my age bracket and doing it, a lot of experience. And some of them are just really naturals at it, and they're just wonderful. And they just get the job done. They pull the cards, they chat to you, they talk to you about spiritual stuff, they talk about the websites, and then they're gone. And then you get me. It just yabbers on. But you do get a lot of people out there, and that's why you got to sort the wheat from the chaff of what you follow and influence. Like I said, there's a lot of good psychics and tarot readers out there that I'm watching at the moment, of all age brackets, young ones through to older ones. And I don't compete and I don't compare. And I think I celebrate them, because I think that, but it's just a case of making sure that you keep your great feet on the ground, you keep grounded, you keep realistic, stay humble, don't brag, and don't compare yourself with someone else. You are your own unique person. I mean, I wish I was prettier, and I had this more of an edgy look, and I'm not. There's just me in my jumper with my Ugg boots on, getting ready to go for a walk in between clients. And I did brush my hair. I always say this: I brush my hair, and it looks awful. I used to have a lot thicker hair. My hair's thinned out over the years because of stress. But that's why it's a bit kinky and it doesn't sit right. So do forgive me. But I'm not a vain person. I do this because I love helping people, and I'm not promoting myself. I don't need to promote myself. My counseling and my naturopathy is what I want to do, not my psychic mediumship work anymore. That's it's done its job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's created a life for me where I've developed friendships and collegial friendships, and clients who've followed me for years and years and years, who've become friends. It's been amazing, and it's given me so much, and it's helped me to survive through very difficult times. But I'm in a different era now, a bit like Taylor Swift. I'm in a different era. I'm in a different era, and this is more intellectual, clinical, that kind of stuff, intellectual, evidence-based, that kind of stuff, because I love it. And I'm not poo-pooing the other side. It's just I'm in a different stage of my life now. So if you're new and you're starting up, I'm not poo-pooing it. Keep doing it. Love it. Really enjoy every minute of it. Just don't. And the other thing I was going to say to you as well, he knows now, is one mistake I made, and I had to do this because I had to survive as a single mum and a low income earner. That I would be working 6, 7 days a week. I'd be working, cleaning houses in the morning, doing the psychic line and all into the evening, studying after that 4 hours, 6, 7 days a week, and private clients around that. And then you get people that ring you. I need to see you now. I need a reading. Something's happened. So you make room on your Sunday, which I don't do now, to do a reading for them. And then they forget, or they don't turn up, or they get pissed off because it's their Sunday and they think that you're invading their time and they're the one that's asked you. Not bitching and moaning, I'm just saying. So try to have, let me rephrase it, try to have non-negotiables in your life where you do not work on a Sunday, for example, or if it's a Tuesday, if your day off's a Tuesday, because some people work through weekends, don't they? Make sure you do not be driven by fear of lack, because it will burn you out. It burnt me out having people doing that to me constantly, 7 days a week, wanting a reading, and me giving up my free time to read for them. And yeah, and then sometimes they go away and they go, well, you were great last time, but not this time. And it's because I was tired and I gave up my free day for you. So learn from me. Don't do that, because my glasses, sorry, they're wonky. The screw on this side's a bit loose, so I keep having to do this. So yeah, just make sure that you have non-negotiables of time off and boundaries of how far, what you will tolerate. If someone's desperate for a reading and they won't take no for an answer, just say, look, here's a number, go ring this person, see what they say, or ring this psychic line. And if they don't like it and they want to go somewhere else, then they're not for you. Too many times people take advantage of you, and they'll keep doing it, and they don't respect boundaries, and they'll keep going. So make sure you do that, because I had burnout, and it's not easy coming back from burnout. I'm still, to this day, years later, still kind of having to manage it, because it actually does affect your body, your adrenals, and in the end, your thyroid, that kind of thing. So look after yourself, okay? And when you're young and you're enthusiastic, you can do a lot, absolutely, but make sure you have a balance, is all I'm saying. Anyway, I better go, because I have no idea if I've got someone next, and I'm still yabbering, and I hope this helped. And I hope you're well. Look after yourselves. If anyone else has a question, PM me. I'll comment under this post, the question, and next week I'll do another one. A carpool read for you. So I hope that helped. Give me some feedback, BC, how that went for you. Okay, mate? Bye.